baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets.
I really like what they've done with the fence.
Taking on the Athletics.
And now, please welcome.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
Athletics.
Coming up on the first pitch, and on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 105.
That one outside. Ball 1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Juan Soto. Top of the zone for a called strike. And the 0-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Fought off foul. Soto over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1 over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy, and our starting pitcher here today, Kodai Senga.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Slap the other way, foul. Next offering upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. chases in the dirt. Slider there. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Stepping in, Brent Rooker. And that one sliced foul. One down, base is empty. Pitch is in there. That's strike two.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. Two away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Tyler Soderstrom stands in now and watches strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out, pepper in the zone, arm is loose, and firing him in there.
1 and 2.
Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout. And the A's are gone in order. Scoreless after one. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Severino back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that's outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one away. Here's Starling Marte. In the air out towards right center. Rooker snags it for the second out.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Mark Vientos. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That one hammered center field. Blade going back. Out of here. That one felt good. It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So 2 down, and now it's Jose Siri. And that misses. 1-0. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Lede hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Shea Langoliers.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
1 ball.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. A little bit low. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. Swinging a foul out of play.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
The pitch. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Here's Miguel Andujar. And that's a little bit high, and it's 1-0. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bond, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Two outs. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Sanger down to first with it. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now at the plate, Hayden Sanger.
Number 30.
Ripped on a line. That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, shortstop.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. And foul ball. Lindor in his 10th season hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Sanger aboard here at first with nobody out.
That's a ball.
Severino, runner takes off. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, designated hitter Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses. Strike one. In the dirt. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup off. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. Here's Pete Alonso. He hit into a double play his first time up. Fastball for a strike. Next offering upstairs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Severino kicks, deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Nimmo. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there. And that one is going to go. He nails one out to right. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they add to their lead. It's 5-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. And ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Andujar makes a nice grab at a full sprint. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Luis Urias.
Luis Urias.
Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. In the air to left, down the line. And there's one down.
Batting 8th, second baseman.
So up next, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Out to short. In plenty of time to first. 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
2 outs, base is empty. Johnny Pareda up next for the A's. There's a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson preparing to come on if needed. Leclerc also getting ready. The 0-2.
Ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Popped up. Muncy makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose Siri.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Lede raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom four, here's the shortstop at the plate,
5.
Jacob Wilson. And that's outside, and that's ball one.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Just off the inside edge.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Rooker, the next to hit, takes ball one. Runner at first with no outs here. The next offering misses, and that's ball two. That one missed.
3-0.
And ball four, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First baseman, Tyler.
First and second,
Soderstrom.
no outs. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. In there at the knees, that's strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 2 on with 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. 2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Next up for the A's, Miguel Andujar. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one the other way. Brings it in for the 3rd out. A's strand a couple. It's 5-0.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
A's.
and there's a new arm on the mound to
Number
start the
44.
5th. Tyler Ferguson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead
Leading
of
off with the
them. Best
Mets,
case scenario
catcher,
might be if
number
he can
30.
come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Sanger batting for the 2nd time. and that's strike one.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Lindor in the box again, takes a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. In the air, center field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 down,
Juan
base is
Soto.
empty. Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the series. It's 7-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. Right down to shoot, and that's strike one. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's the
off
center
for the
fielder,
Athletics.
J.J.
Center
Bleday.
fielder, JJ
Well, every pitcher
Bleday.
wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Just missed. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Inside. The count now 2-2.
2 strike.
Next offering is outside.
Careful.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count,
Now
but I
batting,
guess he saw it really
third
well.
baseman,
It's a really nice plate appearance.
Luis
Urias.
Urias up next for the A's. Fly to left his first time. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
1-0.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Lifted in the air, right field. Marte. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. And here's the catcher,
Now
Johnny
batting,
Pareda. He
catcher,
popped out his first time.
Johnny Pareda.
Hit in the air, center field. Siri pulls that one down, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Top of the 6th inning. Starling Marte up to hit. Ferguson measures 6 feet 4 inches, 31 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2015. The A's bullpen has some movement. Osvaldo Bido getting ready to go. McFarland getting loose as well. And that's off the outside edge. And the count is 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Hit in the air, right field. Rooker. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
And next
Mark
for the Mets,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Couldn't have timed it up any
next for
better
the
than
Mets,
that. Really nice
second
job
baseman,
staying up the
Brett
middle with his
Baty.
approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Vientos stands at first with one out. And a swing and a miss.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Ground ball could be two. Good feed. That's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 7 and the A's nothing. Bottom of the sixth inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Jacob Wilson.
Number 5.
Senga back to work. On the ground to first. Boots it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Fielder, Brent Rooker.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
The A's with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the sixth. In there at the knees. And the count even at 1. And there's the ball. Foul ball. Right side. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
They're going to tag him with the error right there. That's the right ruling. So still no hits for the offense, but maybe this free base runner gives him something to get up for. It also forces him to work out of the stretch now on the mound, so we'll see how it affects him.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Way out front for strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the A's, designated hitter, Shea Langoliers.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And a good eye there. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Mets 7 and the A's nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
A's.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the mound.
45.
Osvaldo Bido.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets.
Center fielder.
He is
Jose
quite
Siri.
an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
2-2.
Ah, that hit him.
That got him.
And the
Take it
leadoff
back.
man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Now, Hayden Sanger, 1 for 2. That misses the zone. 1-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. Francisco
Now
Lindor
batting,
comes up to the plate.
Francisco
You talk
Lindor.
about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That clips the corner.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
The other way. He's got it. He's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's
Now
about
batting,
the process. He did everything right there.
Juan
Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a base hit right there. And now first and second with 2 outs. And his hot hitting
Now batting,
continues.
the first
They kept him in the yard
baseman,
that time, but
Alonso.
all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
First and second, 2 down. And the batter now, Pete Alonso. Way high. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Right through there for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Siri on third. Soto on second. Alonso at first. 2 out of the inning. Missed with a changeup. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground. And that one handled. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Mets leave them loaded, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So, you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. This is J.J. Bleday. He is struck out
Center
and
fielder,
he is walked.
J.J. Bleday.
In the air, left side, Nimmo. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis.
Here's the third
Urias.
baseman, Luis Urias. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And it's fouled away.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 7 no-hit innings in the books. It's the Mets 7 and the A's nothing. And we're back.
Leading off
and now
for
the right
Mets,
fielder,
right
Starling
fielder,
Marte.
Starling Marte.
And takes low for ball 1. Fastball for a strike at 95. swings through that one.
1 and 2.
A little bit high. 2 and 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up. Muncy makes the grab, one away. Mark Vientos will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one not close, and it's 1 and 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Just missed. All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. That missed by a lot. And away we go this afternoon. That one almost got him. Swing and a ground ball. Muncy tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Juan Soto.
Well, Boog, just an on-base machine. Last month, he was on almost half the time, an OBP over 450. Just a really tough out. I mean, this guy's a catalyst for this offense right now.
Here's Juan Soto. Severino, a 6'2 righty, 220 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Rooker going back and brings it in at the wall.
Batting third, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 outs, base is empty. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Big time power. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Just missed.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
So a man at
Brandon Nimmo.
first. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Up.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
The 1-1. That one hit the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Mets leave 1, and now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching in this game, Kodai Senga. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Wilson started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Next offering is fouled back. Way outside. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Trying to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Gets under it and pops it up. Lindor. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Brent Rooker now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Ground ball left side. Toss to Alonso. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Tyler.
2 down, bases
Soderstrom.
empty. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. Severino back to work. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fouled off. He was late. Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So digging in, Mark Vientos. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
No score here in the second.
it's a tough pitch. But in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Up and in, 2-1.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Severino gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Brett Beatty at the plate now. That's ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And now it's going to be Jose Siri. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Beatty leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Shea Langoliers. Clips the corner. Strike 1.
0-1.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Chases that one out of the zone. And one gone.
Batting 5th.
Here's Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. 1 out, base is empty.
Ball, high.
Outside and low, it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
J.J. Bleday, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Just missed. Man at first, 1 away. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Luis Arias.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Max Muncy.
And the batter now, Max Muncy.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
And that one fouled off. Andujar at second. Blade on at first with two down. Fastball is outside. That's off the mark, and that's ball two.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back.
Leading off
And here's the
Mets,
rookie catcher, Hayden
number
Sanger.
30.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
And that one fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now 1-2. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swinging a foul straight back. That's
One
way
ball,
outside. 1-1. The shortstop takes a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that skips into dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. And that should quiet this home crowd. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Soto gets out of the way. That's ball one. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pareda pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after
Now
giving up the home run.
baseman,
Not allowing it to
Alonso.
stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Inside, just missed.
Strike. Woo.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
All over that one
Now
right there.
batting,
Pitch was
left fielder,
in and off the
Brandon
plate.
Nimmo.
So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Struck out swinging his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And there's a foul ball. Severino kick steals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Alonso at second with 2 down. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground, out to short. Oh, nice play. Can't complete the play despite a great effort. So it's runners at the corners.
Well, I can understand the defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner at third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Starling Marte. Fastball for a strike. Severino with another strikeout. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the catcher, Johnny Pareda.
Johnny Pareda.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now batting.
So the lineup
Number
flips
5.
over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
One out, runner at second. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That one's in there. 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Line, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate in the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So up next, Tyler Soderstrom. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Here comes a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And 1-2. Rooker at first, one gone. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Struck out swinging his first time.
Langoliers.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That's in there, and a count 2-1. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. On to the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Vientos in his 2nd season, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Outside low, and that is ball 1. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That's long gone. A shot to the opposite field. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-1. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
Well, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. He's got that monkey off his back. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. A single his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside, and the count's even at 2. That's
3
down and
balls,
in.
2 strike.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. So up next for New York, Jose Siri. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swung on, popped up left side. Wilson. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Hayden Singer. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And there's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Frankie Lindor. He's already homered here in this one. That's in there. Strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
1-1.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Osvaldo Vito, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sears also throwing. Beatty over at second. Singer at first. One gone. And a count 1 and 2.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So now here's
Now
the DH. Juan Soto. 0-2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. That one almost got him. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's downstairs and outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Bleday, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. The Athletics trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1 there. That misses. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. And he's out.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis
Urias. Up next for the A's. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
On the ground right side to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
A's.
and there's a new arm in the mound to start
Number
the 5th.
45.
Osvaldo Bido.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Just missed.
That's inside.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Starling Marte up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Checks over to first, back safely. Just missed.
1-0.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Foul ball there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Muncy slings to first. Marte retired.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So digging in, Mark Vientos. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Nimmo at second with 2 down. That's in there. That missed inside. 3-1 now. Brett Beatty waiting to hit for the Mets. Man at second. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pareda makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the A's 1. And we're back. John Sharpie with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Max Muncy.
Muncy.
Senga back to work. And that's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Toss to Alonso, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, catcher, Johnny
And now here's the A's
Pareda.
catcher, Johnny Pareda. Struck out swinging his first time. That one missed. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That misses, and now 3-0. And there's the automatic.
3-1.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Siri makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Wilson, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes the ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs. And that's downstairs. 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
3-1 now. There's a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Two down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And they'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Runner at first with 2 away. Brent Rooker up next for the A's.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, 2 outs. Soderstrom getting ready to hit. That's a little high. Ball 1. Wilson, the lead runner, out at second. Rooker at first, 2 out of the inning. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Young, the lefty, warming up as well.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. And that just misses.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Wilson headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. We are tied at 2.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 down. Now the A's designated hitter, Shea Langoliers. Hard liner. Nimmo grabs it on the run. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. And that one clips the corner. The A's bullpen has some movement. Mitch Spence getting loose out there. Number 49 warming up as well. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, with that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. On the ground to third. Throws it away. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Go ahead run on base. Hayden Sanger up now for the Mets. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at second. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Fought off foul. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And that's way high. 1-0.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And fouled off. And delivers outside.
3 balls.
Juan Soto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter Juan Soto.
First and second, 2 outs. Now here is Juan Soto. 0 for 3 in this one.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
But I'm going to say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move to the at bat.